while though. Let's do some more.
Guess we just need to keep going.
Right. Let's go.
It turned twice left before they saw the elevator.
An elevator.
Just what we need. Let's take this to C deck.
In silence, they jogged up to it. Junpei pushed the C button. Did you use the car, Junpei? There was a card reader next to it. Elevator motor ground away. Before long, they found themselves once again on the C deck. Door opened and they stopped and they stepped off.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Junpei, Lotus, and Seven nodded at one another and took off running down the long hallway in front of them. They ran and ran and ran. The hallway seemed endless.
I know where we need to go.
I'm trying to enjoy my ice cream cone.
The door behind the central staircase. There was a sun symbol on the keyhole of that door. And I happen to have the sun key in my pocket right now. This should open that door.
That was why they ran for the central staircase. They had to run for quite some time when they arrived at the door at the end of the hallway. The Jupiter door was already
Let's
unlocked.
go.
Yeah.
Junpei grabbed the hold of the doorknob and threw it open. They rushed through. They stopped cold. Terrible scene before them and made their blood run cold. 3 people lay dead on the floor covered in blood.
Why?
Junpei felt a cold sweat trickled down the spine. Couldn't breathe. Legs shook. Body felt cold, deathly cold. But his blood was boiling hot. Could feel his mind begin to fade. He couldn't think. He couldn't think. He couldn't concentrate. His mind was blank.
What the hell happened?
Seven's voice was weak and broken. He edged towards the bodies, his movement stiff.
Clover.
He bent down over Clover and pressed his fingers to her wrist.
She's dead.
Suddenly, Lotus moved. Before he understood what was happening, her hand was in Junpei's vest pocket.
Hey, what are you doing?
He leapt back. Lotus looked up at him,
Give me the
terrified.
sun key.
Why?
Why do you think we have to get out of here before the murderer comes back?
The murderer?
The murderer. The murderer. Once again, Junpei looked at the dead bodies.
Santa, Clover, and Ace. 3 people, 3 dead bodies. That means that the person who had killed them was... No. No, it can't be true.
Give it to me!
Before Junpei could react, Lotus dove back into his pocket and came out with the key. Without waiting for Seven or Junpei, she ran straight for the central staircase. They followed. Junpei shut his eyes and swallowed his emotions. Warning would have had to wait. Soon they stood in front of the door. Lotus shoved the sun key into the keyhole and twisted it hard. But
Why?
What happened?
Nothing. Nothing happened. I didn't feel it unlock.
Oh no. Is it the wrong key?
I don't know. Maybe.
every time I go take a bite, Lotus sighed, defeated, and leaned against the doorknob. He felt a twist. Small gap appeared between the door and the
It's
frame.
open.
What the hell is this?
Wait, you mean the door was already unlocked?
Why?
Then how would I know that? Whatever, let's just go.
Lotus took a deep breath and swallowed, slowly opened the door the rest of the way. Stepped inside. In front of them was another hallway, stretched out towards the bow of the ship. They began to run. Faster and faster they ran, trying desperately to reach the end of the hallway. 2 seconds later, they were there. In front of them stood a massive metal door. They were all breathing heavily as Junpei spoke.
This door? I can't see anything that looks like a doorknob or switch or lever or card reader or anything. How the fuck are we supposed to open this?
We don't have a choice. We're gonna have to go back.
No, I'm not going back there. There is a murderer back there.
More stark terror in Lotus's voice than authority.
But
She was
I don't
almost
see
begging.
any other doors.
As he spoke, Seven stepped towards the door in front of them, as if to illustrate that it was only the door. It was only the door. What? Start trying to chew?
No way.
It opened by itself.
It's an automatic door?
Look, guys, I've got a really bad feeling about all this. The other doors were already unlocked, and this one's automatic. We haven't seen anything like this before.
Bad feeling.
How could the situation possibly get worse? 3 people were already dead? Well, actually 5 were dead, but...
Shit! Hey, Junpei!
Step through the door?
I can't take this anymore. No one can.
No one ever hoped Junpei had managed to summon and disappeared.
No. It's a lie. It's gotta be. This can't be real. No. It's impossible. If it's a dream, just wake up already. Someone please tell me it's all just a joke. I'm imagining things. Yep, that's it. This is all obviously a lie. It's a big, elaborate trick. An illusion or something. Or a dream. It's made up.
It wasn't real, right? June? None of the code names meant nothing now. Connie?
Connie!
Canny? Junpei cried out and leapt through the door. He flew to her side, his heart looked like a stone in his chest.
Connie, hang on!
Every time, man, Junpei swept her up and shook her by the shoulder. She moaned and her eyes fluttered open, but only barely.
Connie!
Jumpy?
Her face was pale and her lips were dry and cracked. Eyes were blank and cloudy, stared straight at Junpei but saw nothing. Junpei put his hand against the small of her back to hold her up. Felt warm and wet. Lifted her hand up, stand up, covered in blood.
Connie, there's so much blood. What the hell happened to you? How did this happen?
It was all he could do to not break into tears.
I'm sorry.
Her voice was thin and minuscule thread that was the only thing keeping her with him.
I might not make it.
No way. No way I am going to let you die. I am going to save you. I promise.
Thank you, Jumpy. Thank you so much for everything. I was really happy to see you again, Jumpy. Really happy.
Oh, don't give me that I was crap. You're gonna see me again lots more times. You've just gotta hang on. All right, Connie? You... Ow, what can I do? Damn it!
He looked up from Connie, desperate for something, anything.
What's that?
Then he saw it. A small submarine.
What on earth is a submarine doing here?
It didn't matter, nothing mattered except saving Connie. That was the only thing he wanted. Junpei turned his back and head instead back to look down at her.
There's a submarine over there. I'm gonna go see if it works.
No, don't go. Please, don't go. Please, just stay with me, okay? I want to be close to you, Jumpy. When
Connie.
Jumpy, did you know you meant a lot to me when we were kids? I've liked you for a long time, Junpei. A really long time.
Junpei's vision had gone blurry. It took him a moment to realize his eyes were filled with tears. He could feel a piercing point of his heat deep in his heart, like a white hot flame.
Do you remember how we hung out a lot when we were kids? We
Nope,
went
totally
to
forgot.
the pool and to the fair.
Like all kids do.
Do you remember playing snowball at the school? They're all memories I'll never forget. All of those moments are treasures to me. But I also wanted to go to a lot of other places with you. A lot more. But that won't happen now.
No. I mean, yes. Yes, it will happen. We'll go all sorts of places, Connie. You hear me? I promise. We'll go wherever you want.
Really?
Yeah, really. I swear.
That makes me happy. Really happy.
And to herself over and over, a weak smile caressing her
Jumpy,
entire face.
I feel sleepy.
No, Connie, don't fall asleep.
Thank you, Jumpy. Thank you so much.
Eyes were slowly closing. Junpei screamed even as he felt his throat go hoarse.
Connie! Connie!
Time passed. Junpei wept, curled around Connie's body. Cried and cried until he had no tears left. When the last tear fell, Junpei was no more. His body remained, but only as an empty shell. Somewhere he heard a bell ring. It was the clock at the Kent Central staircase. It rang 5 times and then faded. Quietly, gently, softly sat Kenny down on the floor. Slowly, Junpei stood. Only then did he realize that Seven and Lotus had not followed him. Where had they gone? Slowly looked around the room. There was nothing, no sign that they had ever been there. Felt as though every part of Junpei's body was made of lead. Slowly he made his way to the door he'd come through. As he approached it, it opened, sliding apart with a sound like grinding stone. Junpei passed through the gate and into the hallway. Heart rattled in his chest, an empty, lifeless thing. He had been so utterly broken that there was nothing left to feel. When he saw the bodies, he simply stared. Lake of sea of blood, 2 bodies lay in it. There was no need to check, there was no breath left in them. Eye lit on Lotus's wrist. Bracelet. It was gone. Stared and meant nothing to him. He didn't care anymore. He couldn't care anymore. Junpei's body felt numb. Part of him knew the lump of lead in his chest had once been a heart. He couldn't quite remember what it had been before. Tears poured from his eyes in great streams. He wasn't sure why. He gave up trying to make them stop. Turned around, the door opened again. Slowly, numbly, he walked through. Kept walking while stopped. An object set in motion, simple inertia carried him forward. Eventually, he found himself in front of the submarine. His arm reached down for the hatch. Good chunk. And then he was floating in the water. Eyes stared down into it, and he couldn't see the bottom. His back was hot. Dimly, he felt the blade of a knife in it. Who? One dead body lay behind the door number 5. Body of the 9th man. Another lay in the shower room. Body of Snake. Central staircase, 3 more. Ace, Santa, and Clover. Just outside the door with 2 corpses. There was a 7 and Lotus. And in the very room lay the body that had once been Canny. Yeah, but we didn't see her bracelet come off. And now Junpei would join them. Who then had killed them all? Who? Junpei let out one last breath. Faintly, he felt the bubbles creep up the side of his face. Consciousness faded quickly, dissolving away into the cold, gentle lapping of the water. So is this the ending that they expect people to get the first time? Dun, dun, dun. I don't really know. Why else would the credits roll, right? If this wasn't the ending they intended you to get the first time. We'll let them play out, I don't really care. Rain tomorrow. What's this trash? Snow next Wednesday? What are you talking about? It's the end of March. The end, or is it? We want to press a button? There you go. We all die by a yellow submarine. Yeah, save it. Thank you. So we can't go that way yet. So I guess we go back up the top, or we guess we can go over here first. May I have control of my? Thank you. I guess we go through door 2. I think. Or we go back to the top and run through these areas, but I'd rather just see what all the endings that we can get now. Go to door 1.
1, 2, 3, 4. All right, 7 pieces. My choice is door 1. Hey, wait a minute there. You cheating?
We've been through this already.
I'm asking if you changed your number after you heard what doors we wanted.
How could I do that? I wrote it down on the paper
Let me see that.
Sure, here.
Junpei shrugged it and handed it to him. And we've been through this already, though. Instead of it being a 6, though, or whatever it was, a 3, it's now, or 2, it's now a 1. So
After, if the number... Well, what...
you got
Very well.
lucky.
We've decided who will go through door 1. It will be Clover, Junpei, and myself.
1 plus 4 plus 5 equals 10.
Our only
1 plus 0
problem
equals
is the
1.
2 remaining teams.
June and I want door 6.
Lotus and I want door 2.
That's not good. We can't open either of those doors with only 2 people. Aw.
Fine. 7, we'll go through door 6.
3 plus 6 plus 7 plus 8 equals 24.
Sure thing.
2 plus 4 equals 6.
I didn't really want to go through door 2 anyway. Besides, if we've got a younger girl with us, it'll lower the average age. Right, June?
Well, I
What? June's at a loss for words. What is was that?
Pig. You just wait and see.
Her eyes were the eyes of a woman prepared to kill. Shiver ran down Junpei's spine.
Calling me old. This is why men are such a pain in the ass. They're about as subtle as a brick.
And they're at it again.
Even after they separated at the staircase, Lotus was still muttering angrily to herself.
I'll see you later, June.
Jumpy.
Circumstances dictated that Junpei and June would have to part ways again, but this time it didn't
Don't
sting
make that
quite so
face.
much.
It'll be like what Seven said.
We aren't going to be split up permanently till we find door 9. We might get separated for a little while, but we'll see each other again. Otherwise, we won't be able to open door 9. That's how the nonary game works.
Seven's words took a weight off Junpei's shoulders and felt much better.
It'll be fine. I'll see you soon.
All right. See you later.
Lingering uneasy remained, but they went their separate directions without much trouble. So I'm thinking after we do this path, we'll probably get the whatever bad ending we do. We'll go back and do left here, then load back and just go right all the way down, and then we'll go back and choose whatever we can do then. Junpei, Ace, and Clover headed towards the A
It was
deck.
the door on the left, right?
That should be it, yes.
And here we go.
It opened and they walked through.
It's just as Santa and Lotus said.
At the end of the hallway sat a door with a large red
Another
1 upon
door.
it. To the left of it, bolted to the
There's the
wall,
red.
was the red.
I'll go first.
Ace went first and waved his wrist over at the scanner
Now
panel.
the two of you, if you would.
Junpei was next. Finally, listlessly, Clover lifted her arm, leading towards the scanner panel. Third asterisk clicked to life, shining brightly. Ace took
Now.
hold of the lever. Took a deep breath and turned to Junpei and Clover.
Are you ready? Shall I pull it?
Yeah, anytime.
Clover said nothing, not a little more than a lethargic twitch of the head.
Very well then. Let's 3, 2, 1.
Skirt. Her.
And it's open! Move it!
They stumbled into the room. Clunk.
Where is it?
Frantically, Junpei scanned the room. His eyes stopped on the device that would determine whether they
There
lived or
it is!
died.
Over there!
Next to the door they'd come through was dead. As one, they ran to it. They put their hands over it as if they were fighting for it. Gerchunk.
It stopped.
Yes, it did.
Junpei could feel his heart pounding against the inside of his ribs. Ace and Clover were breathing hard and
I don't
fast.
believe I'll ever get used to that.
I'm not sure it's something I'd want to get used to. We should finish this game before imminent death becomes a normal thing.
I agree.
That jokester.
Now then.
It's some new material, Junpei. Junpei looked around again, this time more slowly.
There's another door. Let's try opening it.
Took hold of the knob and easily gently pulled it open.
So, this is the wheelhouse?
I'm a wheelhouse. Closed the door again and turned to Ace and Clover. He fixed each in turn with a meaningful
Ace,
stare
you
and spoke.
investigate the wheelhouse next door.
Very well.
Clover, you're in charge of this room.
Uh,
Say something.
okay. I will.
All right then, let's get started.
Quick-tung. So this is my room? I'll probably be doing every room, obviously, actually. They fill it with a riffraff, and we get the glory. Stack of nautical charts. This is a nautical chart. There's a line on it here. I think the line is the route the ship is supposed to take. There are these dots all over the map. Others are probably ports for a boat to stop at. Looks like the lines connect to the dots. Was it just the Wanderer? Absolutely. A light looks kind of like a wilted flower. A world map with the Atlantic Ocean at the center. In the center, sorry, there are a number of red pins in several locations. What do these red pins mean? Well, the nautical charts I picked up earlier may have the map like this one. Maybe one of them matches up with the pins or something. Let's see. Well, what do you know? Looks like this one's a match for the pins. We have 7 locations connected by the straight lines, and each one has a word next to it. It's probably the speed. The material has been entered to the file screen. Oh no. Nautical table found in the chart room. It shows directions of south, west, southwest, south, northeast, east, north, and straight. Which direction is straight? There is a word next to each point in the map. Full, half, slow, full, half, dead, stop. That's what it says. So it goes from Japan to Australia to Madagascar to South Africa, to America, Maine, to Spain, and then to London. Hold up something inside this one. Pocket watch. That's a pocket watch. She sure hasn't been saying much. She just keeps looking at the floor. She seems kind of sad. I wonder why. Pocket watch, an old one too, the kind you wish to wind. The hands have stopped at 5 minutes, 39 seconds, and 10 o'clock. I wonder if it's broken. I don't feel anything moving when I fiddle with the dial here. Could move the hands manually though. A voice he hadn't expected startled Junpei from his examination of the pocket watch.
Pocket watch. Might I take a look at it?
What are you doing here? Went around to find Ace standing next to the doorway, or in the doorway. Junpei shrugged and handed him the pocket watch.
What are you doing over in this room?
Oh, I just thought I'd come check up on the two of you. Is there a problem?
Well, not a problem, but...
Junpei looked desperately around the room, anywhere but at Ace, trying to find a convincing reason to dismiss him. Ace opened his mouth and took another look at Junpei and shouted again. A small smirk appeared on his face.
I see, of course.
Looked at Junpei over.
I
And glanced at Clover.
apologize for the intrusion. Well, best of luck.
Ace gave Junpei a knowing pat on the shoulder and left. Sorry?
Ow.
For no reason he could fathom, Junpei's head began to hurt.
What the hell? My head.
A sharp pain in his head. How much time passed, he wasn't sure, but he then noticed when he strode through the door. Smile was more of a smirk, and he had the air of a man who knew more
Yes.
than his
There
opponent.
was something I wanted to check, if you don't mind.
Yeah? What's that?
Pardon me.
No warning, Ace slipped his hand into the pocket of Junpei's vest.
What the hell are you doing? Whoa, what are you putting your hand in my pocket for? Stop!
Reached for Ace's arm, but it was already too late. In the older man's hand was the pieces of paper Junpei had balled up and
Just
hidden
as I
in his
thought.
pocket.
You switched them, didn't you, when we voted? Well, I can't say that I care. I managed to get through the numbered door I wanted, despite your mischief.
Then, why did you...
Oh, simple curiosity. I hope you won't think ill of me for it.
Ace smiled, gave Junpei a friendly pat on the shoulder, and then turned on his heel and left. Small defeat, but it was a defeat. Junpei had lost the upper hand, and he knew it. Could feel his stomach beginning to tense. Shelves are lined with books. Let's see what's in the blue one. Something written on it. Ship's log. Huh? Ship's log, huh? The material's been added to the file screen. A ship's log found in the chart room. The following is written on the last page. We leave soon with a new journey across the sea. After leaving port, we head south and west. We turned southwest to steer around the continent, then proceeded northwest. We made port, then changed our heading to east for a time, and now we're heading due north. Soon we'll be docked in the United Kingdom, the homeland of this vessel. Wooden box. Maybe there's maybe a case for letters. Hey Clover, you ever write letters? Nothing. Right drawer. Let's have a look. Nothing. Stopwatch. Well, Clover, you keep on keeping on. Oh, we're not done yet. That is on the bolted to the wall here. Junpei, are you trying to open that door? Forget it, it's pointless. I tried it earlier. It won't open. A compass. It appears to be broken, however. You see the glass cover has been smashed to pieces. This isn't good. So many drawers, but nothing inside of them. The helm. Well, steering wheel might be a more appropriate term. There's another room on the other side of the window. Looks like this is some sort of lock. Got a weird shaped indentation on it. Huh? The shape, maybe. It would look like the pocket watch would fit here. Nothing. Imagine the pocket watch is intended to go there in there. However, we may need to do something with the watch first. This is the only exit. What is this, some kind of display? Bro. Looks like an electronic scoreboard. Imagine it was added recently. Mine saying I thought that was a vent. Skirt. Room is just like the other one. Metal plates bolted over the windows. Heck, not just bolted, it looks like they've been welded on. No way in heck are we gonna get these things off anytime soon. Wooden board with a circular hole in it. Okay, that can wait a minute. A compass, and what distance does it point us to? Really hope you don't think that sounded cool. Sorry, Ace. It's pointing north. Middle plate bolted over the window, yes. Suppose you could call it a helm. Steering wheel might be more accurate, however. Bunch of wooden planks piled underneath the window. I mean, last thing they gotta do is head north, right? That's where we're in Spain? No, go back. We leave soon for a new journey across the sea. After leaving port, we headed south and west. South and west. Turned southwest to steer around the continent, then went northwest. Made port, then changed our heading to east for a time. Now heading due north. So we should be heading north. At a stop. Am I insane? Everything's right. Engine order telegraph that uses on old ships to adjust the speed of the ship. Like the gear shift in the car? Well, it's a little different. The device doesn't connect directly to the engine. In short, it's a transmitter. Navigation officer uses it to set the speed of the ship, sends a signal to the engine. There's a handle on top of it, which can be moved back and forth to... Hold on. Huh? There's no handle. You're right, there isn't. It's as though it was deliberately removed. I'm gonna find a handle. Hey, a handle. Steering wheel moves. So it would seem. There's something else as well. What's that? Well, when you move this wheel, the compass also moves. What do you mean? The ship is moving. Ha. Tricked you, didn't I? Wheel and the compass must be connected to the one another somehow. You think this is important? Well, let's try turning it again. We're supposed to head north anyway, so I don't really go what you want me to do. Am I insane? Human hammer. They're often used to subdue large men like Seven. What? That was a joke, of course. Thank you, Captain Obvious. Ace, you really kinda suck at making jokes. Wow, this like ruined this man. That was rather cruel. What would be the point of moving it? Ship is stopped? What would be the use of steering it? Yeah, I know, still. Unless they want me to reenact this actual path, but like, I don't really think that's what they want me to do. Something that had directions on it? In the direction in that order? I'll do it. Can I open them here? No, why would I be? South, west, southwest, northwest, east, north. Bruh, I hate this. South, west, southwest, northwest, east, north. What the? The handle came off. Huh. Stooping so low are you, Zero? Handle. My handle. So I sure hope this handle fits. Yes, it fits. Excellent. That should allow us to operate the engine. Order a telegraph. Give it a shot. Well, hold on. I'll do it. Just let me make sure we go over it. So we got full, half, slow, full, dead, stop. Full, half, slow, full, half, dead, stop. Do I drag you? Full, half, slow, full, half, dead, stop. Do we hit this? Stop. Okay. Huh? That's weird. Thought I put in the right speed. Did I mess up? No, I don't think so. Look, something's happened on the back wall of the wheelhouse. Yeah, you're right. Let's check it out. Something on the wall that looks kind of like an arrival board. There's a whole bunch of words on the left side of the display. What the heck is this? Their names on the ports across the world. Imagine it showing us the ship's route. You know, just like the ones you might see at an airport. Departing XX carrier, XX flight, XX and XXOO. Like that. Oh, I get it. It does look like those are the names of all the ports along the ship's route. Looks like only one of those has a time on it, though. Which one is? Looks like it's made in thinking 144p. Time of the last line, right? Well, I can't see it because there's text over it. 10 seconds past 3 o'clock? Perhaps that's their arrival time? Arrival board on the left side is filled with words. 10 seconds past 3. But why are they showing us even the seconds? I mean, we'd be messing around with this, but I don't know how to actually do that, so... Doesn't appear to be working. And it stopped at 5 minutes, 39 seconds, 10 o'clock. Now does nothing. Probably broken. You move the hands, however. Yes, I wish to move the hands. Said you can move the hands, I wish to move the hands. Oh, perhaps. Whoa, what's he doing? Excuse me, Junpei. He just took my pocket watch. Hey, what the heck are you doing? Just trust me. It should be fine now. Thanks for giving me the pocket watch back, but you didn't need to look so smug about it. Let's see what he... Oh, he moved the hands. 10 seconds past 3 o'clock. Changed it to match the final arrival time. Ace nodded slowly. You know what to do next, right? Give it a shot. Clover! We're getting out of here, Clover! Clover! Looks like this sort of a clock, or lock. Got a weird shaped indentation on it. Actually, it's a shape just like the pocket watch I've got. Try putting that in there. Ticketing. Yes. It's open now. Good work. Very good. Seems you were successful. Well done, Junpei. Hey, Clover. What? Look, we unlocked the door. Now we can get out of this room. Oh, well, let's go then. Clover. And I'm ready for a harder puzzle that I don't really get. Oh, well, no, I got the one with the at the 15. I just kind of hated it.
It's far too narrow to be called one.
I was gonna do some Splunky, but my hands still kind of bother me. So I think we'll just do this until I decide to do Elden Ring tonight. I think we'll do Splunky tomorrow. On the left was a wooden door.
Yeah, let's go.
Junpei pushed it open and stepped into the room beyond.
Wow.
Full of all manner of turn-of-the-century electronic equipment.
Well, these machines are weird. I've never seen any of them before. Huh? Wait, this one is...
One smaller machine has a metal bar that ended up in circular handle. Ace seemed to recognize it.
A telegraph key. These were used to transmit Morse code.
Don't ask me to do Morse code. Oh my god. He turned and slowly took into the room.
Communication office.
Across the room from the door they'd entered through was another door. A metal plaque was nailed onto it. The Red Captain's quarters.
That's what it says.
Then, do you think...
Get rid of the ship. Ace swallowed. Junpei could feel his hands begin to sweat. Only Clover seemed
We won't know
unaffected.
if we don't open it.
Walked up to the door and put her hand on the knob. It opened easily and without so much as a pause. She walked in. Junpei and Ace followed. The first thing they saw was a man on the floor covered in blood. Junpei felt his body seize up. His mouth went dry and he felt very, very cold. Blood in his veins slowed to the crawl and his heart tightened like a fist.
Not again.
Bro, why don't you get some pants that fit you? Are they shorts? Are they the zipper ones where you can attach a pant leg to it? I thought it was like below freezing outside because you're wearing 18 different jackets, but now you're wearing shorts. I just now seen your legs for the first time. Third time you've seen the horror of death laid out before. Didn't look like it was something he could stand to see much more of. Slowly he had begun to accept that whatever it was that he saw, whatever happened to him, was beyond his control, and whatever force controlled him was driven by a determination that he could not hope to match.
Damn.
Sense of helplessness or desperation, washed over him. Left behind a feeling of utter emptiness that wormed its way through his body like acid.
Wait, we didn't check his pulse yet. Maybe he's still alive.
Bro. Fueled by the spark of hope, Junpei ran to the man's body. and his heart fell. When he touched his hand to his neck, Peoples had dilated and he wasn't breathing.
He's dead. Damn. If only we knew how it happened.
I see the bracelet. Junpei lifted the man's already stiff body. There was a deep
These
red wound on his
wounds.
chest.
I wonder what killed him.
Junpei did not have to wonder
It
long.
must have been this.
For lying next to the corpse was an axe. The entire blade was drenched in bright red blood. For the shape of the man's wound, there could be no doubt that it had been made by an axe. Junpei looked at the body again. A lake of blood stretched out around it. It was wearing the clothes of a ship's captain, although they
His
were stained with
clothes?
blood.
A captain. Does that mean this guy was Zero?
In the left hand was a bracelet. Number on the bracelet was 0.
Bracelet 0.
It was only then that Junpei noticed the stench of blood that filled the room. Couldn't help but laugh. Nothing else for him to say. It was too simple, too obvious, too straightforward. If there hadn't been a dead man on the floor, Junpei might have thought it was a joke.
It may be wise to find a way out of here first.
Yeah, you're right.
But it didn't fall off his hands, so like, am I dying here? Okay, well, before we do this puzzle, I'm gonna use the bathroom and take my dog outside. So I'll be right back. Give me a save, Davey.